was one of the nurses came in and she's like, what can I do for you? Can I give you more medicine? And I was just so pissed off, so fed up that I was in this pain and that no one knew what the hell they were doing. Plus it was during COVID, so no one really could be in the room. So I remember just looking up and I'm like, Lord, I don't want to go through this anymore. Just take me away.
Whoa.
I'm done. Just take me if this is going to be like this.
All right, guys. Got Zachary here today from Long Island. Thanks for coming in today, man.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
What you been up to lately?
When did we come? We came in Saturday.
Okay.
And leaving today. But yesterday we did a flight to Grand Canyon back. So just
Nice.
been chilling,
I
relaxing.
haven't been there yet. How was it?
It was beautiful.
Did you go
So
like all the
insane.
way in? Or?
Yeah, we took helicopter.
Ooh.
Went straight down. I think we stayed there for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
But just so insane.
Was it quiet? How was it down there?
Yeah, really quiet.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's like super quiet. And was there any animals?
No. Apparently they said there's a lot of wild horses around
Wild
there.
horses?
Yeah. Wild horses, different animals, but we didn't see anything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big on nature, so I got to make that a trip.
It was so beautiful. You should go, definitely. It's
Yeah.
about a 2-hour trip.
So you have to fly there?
Yeah. They have you can fly there. It's about an hour trip there. And then you stay probably 15 minutes, come back another hour. But it's
Nice.
just so nice.
Beautiful. You've been traveling a lot lately?
No, actually.
Really?
So like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was traveling a lot with different events. But recently, in the past 6 months, I been in New York just working with my dad on his construction company. Staying settled.
So Delmonico Events is kind of put to the side a little bit?
Well, Delmonico Events now is up and running.
Got it.
So I was basically traveling a lot, and then I basically put all that on pause to come back. My dad owns a construction company called Red Rock Industries. We build car dealerships, recycling facilities. So I basically said that I want to go all in and focus on Red Rock to help it blow it up, social media and everything. Like that was my game plan to go all in. And then that fell through, actually. Something happened. We were posting some amazing videos. I was doing amazing with the content.
Yeah.
Really creating brand. And a couple of videos went up. A couple of clients didn't like it. Things left and right. So I basically had to put that on pause. And then my attention switched to Delmonico Events.
Got it.
Yeah.
Red Rock like the casino here or different Red Rock?
Red Rock like the Grand Canyon.
Oh, Grand Canyon. Got it. Because there's a Red Rock by my house out here.
No way.
Yeah, that's where all the Nelk boys stay and stuff.
Yeah, the team's persuading me on moving here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was supposed to be moving to Florida, like Brickell area,
Okay.
in the next month, but I think they sold me.
Damn.
No, I
What
really
was
think
the,
they
what was the
sold me.
selling point?
They're telling me about all the events that happen here, like
Yeah.
every single week, and then also the weather. The pricing over here is just insane.
You'll get a lot more bang for your buck here than Brickell.
Yeah.
Brickell, you're not going to get a house. No. You're going to get an apartment.
That's what we're looking at right now, but apparently what they were saying, half the price, if that.
And you get a 4-bedroom house for the same price as a Brickell apartment.
It's ridiculous.
Plus, you're close to LA. You're close to Mexico. And the food's great. Nightlife's good. Always events here. Always conferences. F1's next week.
I heard about that.
That's going to be a big event. I'm sure a lot of your clientele will be at that event.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then UFC is always here. Do you watch UFC?
Yeah, Dana White.
Yeah.
He lives here, right?
Yep. A lot of big, Mark Wahlberg lives here. Yeah, networking's good out here, man. I think you'd like it.
I can see.
Yeah. New York's dope, but I feel like
It's
older money.
Yeah.
You know?
it's getting way
Out here,
overpriced.
it's younger and it's more energy.
We landed here on Saturday, and I get off the plane, and I start smiling, and I looked at my dad, and I told him, I don't know what it is, but I think I'm beginning to like this place a lot more.
Does your dad like it here? Is he moving too?
I think he likes it here. He's just very used to New York lifestyle.
Yeah.
The fast-paced. I think we're definitely going to bring Red Rock down here for construction, but I'm pretty sure the family's going to move down to Florida somewhere around Palm Beach or something like that.
That's where everyone retires.
Literally.
Good old Palm
Literally.
Beach. Man, I felt so young when I went there. Holy crap.
Crazy.
Everyone's got gray hair out there. Yeah, it's hard to beat Palm Beach in Florida, though. I'd say Florida, Vegas, or top 2 for me right now.
Yeah.
New York's probably
Surprised.
top 5, but yeah, I don't know. City life is a little, I get over that.
Me too. I think I told you my sister, I have a twin sister.
Yeah.
So she moved to Kips Bay, and now I've been going back and forth. So usually on Thursdays or Fridays, I'd go in for the city, stay over, enjoy, get some brunch. So I'm liking it, but I don't think I could ever live there.
Yeah. So you're super close with your sister?
Yeah.
That's cool. Sometimes the twin stuff doesn't work out.
It actually didn't when we were younger. So
Oh, yeah?
we went to the same school all the way up in
Shout out to today's sponsor, Prolon. If starting the year with a fast feels a little daunting, you're not alone. There's an entire community of individuals wanting to make a meaningful decision in their health, just like you. This is what makes group fasting so powerful and why I'm joining in on Prolon's January Longevity Challenge, which is a coach-led program to set you up for fasting success. Prolon's fasting mimicking diet is a revolutionary plant-based nutrition program that nourishes the body while making cells believe they're fasting. I got all 5 boxes here and I'm starting day 1 tomorrow. It's researched and developed for decades at USC's Longevity Institute and backed by leading US medical centers. It helps promote healthy blood sugar, enhanced skin appearance, fat loss, and improved energy and focus. It all starts with their 5-day program, which contains snacks, soups, and beverages designed to keep the body in a fasting state. No guesswork or planning required, which is a relief after a busy holiday. If you guys are ready to make 2025 your healthiest year yet, order your Prolon 5-day kit at prolonlife.com/DSH. And they're offering Digital Social Hour listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Use the code DSH at prolonlife.com/DSH.
still college, and I was so close with her like this. And I'm pretty sure that made her aggravated. Like she pushed away from me. So she didn't want to talk to me. She wanted to really hang around with me, or at least that's how it felt. So then pretty sure it was during high school and college, we went our different ways and I kind of split up. And it's kind of the funny saying, if you let someone go and they're meant, they'll come back.
Yeah.
So now our relationship's much closer, but it's rocky at times.
Were you overprotective, you think?
Yeah.
Classic brother-sister
Yeah.
relationship,
There's this one time we were in Aruba and we were out. She still mocks me to this day for it. We were out at a club and this guy came up to her and without even thinking, I instantly was like, no, bro. No, like, bye. And she got so aggravated at me, again, because like the protector. But I've been working on that. So I think it's getting better.
I think it's human nature, right? Protect your family.
100%.
Yeah. I'm an only child, but I can relate with that. If I had a sister, I'd want to, want the best for her.
Yeah.
Aruba hookup's probably not the move.
No, definitely not.
That sounds dangerous, actually.
It's crazy. We haven't been there for like 3-4 years, actually. We used to go every single year.
Damn.
February break. But yeah, it was crazy. I didn't really like it that much, to be
Aruba?
honest with you. Yeah.
How come?
I was never one to be into like all the partying scenes and drinking. When I was in college and I was younger, I used to drink a little, but I never just liked going out to the clubs, a lot of music, drinking, people just completely stupid, doing reckless shit. And yeah, and then seeing the guys like grabbing the girls and especially my sister with her friends, kind of like not paying attention at all. Just like fight or flight system. Just go into that protector mode.
So you were the DD growing up.
Basically, yeah.
Nice.
Basically.
Yeah, I had a weird party phase for a bit, but I kind of got over it quick, honestly. Some people still party. It's like they're 30, they're 35 years old. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah. When I got into my health and fitness journey, I was like super against drinking and like going out and partying. And then started to realize that I was pushing a lot of people out because of that. So still on that kick myself, like being as focused as I can with health, fitness, and mindset. But at the same time, I'm recognizing more and more that people are going to do that on a daily basis. It's fine if they do. Just kind of be more aware of it and learn actually how to properly drink if you're going to drink.
Right.
How to properly do that and just become the best version of yourself that you can be every single day, even if you're going to do this stuff. Because people are going to go out. Sister goes out with her friends. My friends go out sometimes. But just work on making yourself as healthy as possible so that you could recover better the next day, not feeling like shit waking up,
Facts.
hungover and stuff.
What sparked that health journey for you? Because you're pretty young, so.
Yeah. So I had a spinal surgery about, I think it was 3 years ago.
Whoa.
Where it was major. So I was playing soccer in middle school. That was like my escape because again, I was shy. I couldn't even talk to anyone. Like right now, us doing this, about 6 years ago, I would have been bright red, sweating. It was horrible. I could not talk to a single person. So my escape was fitness, was sports, specifically soccer and surfing. So I would play all the time. Like that's 24/7 because it was my escape. And then from there, I basically got really, really into looking like a king, like 6-pack abs built. And then I figured out who this guy Gary Brecka was.
Yeah.
And I dove all into him, and it was just beginning to blow my mind on the different types of protocols that you could do, the different types of routines that you could do on a daily basis to make yourself feel absolutely amazing. So I got really interested in that, dove into that. And then the scoliosis, the spinal surgery, I had 48% curve. So
Whoa.
it was literally, I was like a hunchback. It was crazy. When I was at the beach or at the pool or on the field taking my shirt off, so many people would look because it's like,
damn,
it was bad.
I have a 15% curve.
You do?
Yeah. I just found out last week.
Damn.
To the left.
How you feeling with that?
Now that I know about it, they told me I had it growing up. I never knew the degree. 15 is like not too bad, I guess. Yeah. So I do want to fix it though.
Yeah. 48% was hard because of how it looked. But at the same time, when I was running for soccer and I was doing activities, I couldn't breathe because it was collapsing part of my lung.
Whoa.
So I was getting yelled at by my coach saying, why aren't you putting in more effort? Like you're not running at all in the field, taking me on and off, yelling at me. And then I went in for the x-ray and I realized that it was collapsing half of my lung.
Jeez.
So spent like 6 months building up all my muscle that I could. And then surgery hit. And I was going into the surgery like, I got this, man. I'm going to beat the surgery. People are talking about like 3 to 6 months recovery. Give me 1 month, I'll be done with it. Mm-hmm. That was not the case at all. I spent a week in the hospital not even being able to move.
Jeez.
At all. I remember the second night, the pills that they gave me couldn't even last. So I was feeling the pain of like 1,000 knives and just fire right at your back. And I remember there was one of the nurses came in and she's like, what can I do for you? Can I give you more medicine? And I was just so pissed off, so fed up that I was in this pain and that no one knew what the hell they were doing. Plus it was during COVID, so no one really could be in the room. So I remember just looking up and I'm like, Lord, I don't want to go through this anymore. Just take me away.
Whoa.
Like I'm done. Just take me if this is going to be like this. And then it's crazy. I'm pretty sure I blacked out right after that. Don't remember a single thing. Blacked out, fell asleep, woke up the next morning. And ever since that day, I've just been working on myself every single day. I was wondering when the next time I'd be able to do one push-up was. So from that moment forward, every single morning, whether it was at college or now wherever I am, I always try and get in the gym. I always try and get a lift in, get some weights in, go for a run, go for a walk. And then, like I said with Gary Brecka, just been learning how to be the most healthy human possible that I can be because I hate feeling like shit. I used to get headaches every single day. I used to have IBS is what they told me. Learned that like none of that was true basically because I went down the deep rabbit hole. But yeah, that scoliosis surgery, I guess, was the turning point of my health journey and my mindset. And ever since then, I've just been focusing on learning as much as possible with what I put in my body, with what I drink, with what I do on a daily basis. Because to me, the more I'm able to focus on what I put in my body and how I act on a daily basis, the better I feel, the better I'm going to be able to perform and show up for everyone else.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that, man. Does Gary know your story?
I don't think so, no.
Dude, I'll let him know.
Thank you. I met him at Grant's events. So my dad and I think this was like 4 years ago. I introduced him to Grant because I saw him online.
Yeah.
And ever since that, we've just been going together.
10X Growth Con?
Yeah.
Nice.
All the growth cons, a lot of his events. And that's where I met Gary because he came up on stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the hell's this guy? And he starts literally going to the audience, tell me any one of your problems. And he starts solving them like instantly. I'm talking like anxiety, depression, headaches, stomach issues, gas, bloating, like all this stuff, ADHD. And I was just so amazed. I actually pulled out my phone, started recording. And I remember bringing it back and I was sharing it with my whole family, with my friends. And they're like, oh my God, this is insane. And then from then on, I started researching more about Gary and really learning about what he's saying. And Superhuman Protocol, 10X Health, like all that stuff, all the supplements, I've doing it on a daily basis. And it just feels so amazing. And I love him.
Yeah.
Absolutely love him.
He changed my life too, man.
Yeah.
He's been on the show a couple times. I did the protocol, did both tests, the gene test, found out I had some gene breaks that I had no idea about. The blood test, I was so deficient in so many things. It was mind-blowing. And then I fixed all those, and now I'm crushing it.
It's crazy because I used to have headaches and migraines every single day and stomach issues. Like I used to go to school, and halfway through the day, I'd go to the nurse and say, I have a headache, I have a stomach ache. Used to go home every single day. Used to take Imodium, Pepto-Bismol, Advil, Tylenol, like every single thing just to numb it down. went to the doctors and they said you have IBS, and then they said you have your mom passed down the trait for migraines, and it was just so shitty every single day. And then I listened to Gary and what he was saying, and I took the gene test, and sure enough, he goes, it showed that I have a gene break for two things. One is the MTHFR, and then I forget what the other one was, but it basically explained my stomach and my head. So I started taking the supplements, and then I also started putting salt in my water every single morning. And ever since that, 90% headaches gone.
Damn.
Along with migraines. Stomach issues, basically no more at all. And it was crazy to hear because I kept on getting them every single day to the point where it just aggravated me so much that I went down this rabbit hole.
That's impressive. What type of salt do you put in the water?
I put soul salts. It's from this guy named Solbra.
Oh, he's been on the show.
No way.
Yeah, Solbra.
Yeah. So met him, did a couple events that he had. Him and Arlen and this guy Jan, we did a whole event. So that's how I met him.
Nice.
Yeah, I have his salt that I bring with me wherever I go, dump it in my water. And then other than that, I have a couple people who do the Celtic or the Baja Sea salt that I told them to get.
I have the Celtic one, yeah. I need to look into it. It's okay, but now there's some new research on salts, actually. I'm not sure if you've seen this, but the salts from the ocean, because there's so many microplastics in the ocean, that you really got to do your research on what type of salt you're eating.
Yeah.
So I need to look into Solbra. I trust that guy.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
It's funny. He didn't reveal his face.
For a while.
Did you know that?
He did it on my show, and I think it was the first time he revealed it or something.
So you had to blur his face out.
No, he just did it the week before.
Oh, wow.
So it was like good timing.
Yeah. I was surprised because when we went on the event, Arlen told me, he goes, no one's able to take videos. Like, you have to blur it out. Don't get him in. And then when he revealed his face, I'm like, oh my God. Like, he's coming out, actually. That's crazy.
No, shout out to him. These days, it's tough to have a brand without a face behind it because people want that trust factor.
Yeah.
So I think it was the right move for him, even 100%. Though I could see why he wanted to do that. He's got some powerful enemies. There's companies that don't want his knowledge out there.
There's a lot. There's a lot out there. It goes deep.
Yeah, shout out to him, though. So you think that surgery was the right move, though, for scoliosis?
Yeah. They were talking about doing nothing, which wasn't an option because I was hurting almost every single day.
Your lung was collapsed, right?
Yeah, that was an option. The second thing that they were going to do is the brace, which that's not an option for me. I don't want to wear a brace at all, any time of the day. So I basically told them, I go, we're doing the surgery. Like I think it was the last checkup I was going in with my parents, and I looked at them and I go, guys, is this happening? Whether you like it or not, I know they're going to tell me that we're getting the surgery. We're just going to do it, get it done with. And then when we were there, the guy actually told me, he goes, okay, we're going to have to do the spinal surgery. You're going to have to do spinal fusion. And I was fine with it because that's a way that I wanted to go. But when he said that, it hit like a bag of bricks. I mean, you go into something saying like, oh, I'm going to beat this. I got this. Like, you're all in your mind, right? You're all in your head, your ego. And then someone says it to you and it actually happens. And then
reality. It's
just like, what the hell, man? It's crazy.
Yeah. Did your sister have scoliosis too?
No.
So it wasn't genetic?
No. I actually think both of them have it just on a minor degree, like 5-10%. But mine came out of nowhere.
So you weren't born with it?
No.
Oh.
No. So I was the shortest one in my grade in middle school and in high school. And then once I got to high school, I forget what year it was in high school, I shot up like massive.
So that's what caused it.
And my back, my spine couldn't keep up and shifted like that.
Yeah.
Crazy though.
Yeah, I'm scared of the surgery, man. Hopefully I can manage mine.
Are you doing surgery?
I haven't even, I just found out last week that I had a 15-degree curve. So I'm very new.
Do you know where it is? Like up, down,
I think it's upper.
Yeah.
And it curves to the left.
Personally, I didn't want to do the brace. Maybe you do. I don't know what they're going to tell you, but the surgery is a bitch for the recovery, at least for me.
I mean, you couldn't move for a week. That is scary.
Couldn't move for a week. I was in the hospital bed. Getting up, I had to relearn how to walk. Every single day. Yeah. It was so weird because I had to get up to use the bathroom, and then also they do daily walks.
Yeah.
And they go, okay, get up now. Like, they taught me how to get up, roll to your side, push. And I went to go do it. and I wasn't moving. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I realized that I had literally no muscle, no strength in my back at all. So they had to grab me. They had to bring me. And I had the little cane, the little walker. And I remember I was trying to take my first step, and it was just really foreign to me, really weird. And every single time I would walk, I didn't realize how much back muscles and core you use on a daily basis. I felt like a vegetable. I literally couldn't move.
Holy crap.
But yeah, moving forward, then I got home from the hospital, which was one of the worst car rides I've ever had in my life. The doctor said, you can only be in a car for 45 minutes. And we left during the peak hour of rush hour from New York. 3 hours in a car.
Oh my gosh.
I was dying. So got home, struggling to get up the stairs to get into my room, into my bed. Finally got in there, and I basically told my whole entire family, get away. It was just in the darkest place. So I said, leave me alone. Slept, and then I couldn't even fall asleep.
Because of pain?
Yeah, I think I slept, I'm going to say like 3 hours a night.
Jeez.
Like pure 3 hours a night sleep. After that, woke up, pills, medication to numb the pain. It felt like knives and fire, like I said, in my back. And then the bed was just too soft. So we bought a new bed, and then it was a couple weeks until it came. So my dad took plywood,
Oh my God.
put it on my bed, and then made me sleep on the plywood. So it was harder, which was even worse. But it's funny that I say this now, because although it was one of the toughest times of my life doing that, it was also one of the nicest moments of my life, because in the hospital, I put my phone aside, wasn't answering any messages, didn't have any television on, anything. It was just me in my thoughts, relaxing with silence. When I got home, I didn't have to worry about a single thing. It was me focusing on getting better, getting in the gym, learning how to walk, getting my strength back. So everything on a daily basis was put aside, and it was just so nice and calming to have that feeling of total almost bliss. And also in that time, you begin to truly know who your friends and family are. Who are the people that are actually reaching out to you and wanting to help out, and who are the people that are staying on the sidelines, not even saying a single thing to you.
100%. Yeah, you find out your true friends in your
Yeah.
lowest moments. That happened to me a few times.
Yeah.
Financially, when I was broke, I was seeing who would help me out or who would respond.
Yeah,
It's a good test, actually, for people that are experiencing a low moment, like see who's actually there right now with you.
that's huge. That's
Yeah.
huge. That's actually, it's funny you say that, because so I actually started up my own podcast about a week ago. I had my friend on, Mihal, and we did a 3-hour podcast. And one of the things that we were talking about is the highs of highs and the lows of lows. And there's times where we're at the highs of highs, at like the most beautiful place, beautiful resort, beautiful trip with people, having the most money we've ever made in our life. And then literally the next month, it could be the lowest point, nothing in your bank account at all. And it's actually funny, because that's something that similarly happened to me a couple months ago when I was doing work. So I was, like I said, I was doing work for Red Rock Industries, for my dad's construction company. Put that on pause, and then decided that I wanted to take the social media game to another level. So we build car dealerships. We build Ferrari, Maserati, Rolls Royce, Ford, like probably all the dealerships that you could think of. I started doing content for them and really blowing it out of the water. I mean, for Ferrari, I was doing their page, and I think they were getting like 300 views to probably, I'll give it 5K was the max. And I came in, and after a couple months, I was getting 1.8 million views on a video, 70K, 50K, 120K, and killing it, absolutely killing it. Ferrari didn't like it at all. Ferrari hated the content strategy, hated what we were doing, although the page was blowing up.
Yeah.
So I didn't like what I was doing, and I knew that there were a lot more people that I knew who I've met in the content space that could do the same exact thing, and probably better than me. So I phased out of that area, which I was making good amount of money for my age with that, probably like around 10K a month.
Yeah.
And I was nervous to leave that, because that was security for me of making 10K a month. But I left it because I just didn't feel right. And then I started Delmonico Events and kind of put Red Rock to the side as well. And it was truly something that I felt really passionate about, because one of the things that I'm on the mission to in my life is, number one, inspire billions around the world through the journey that I have in my life and what I do. But number two is, with all the information that I know and that I've learned throughout my life, is to be able to equip people with the knowledge that they need to live a healthy and truly powerful life on a daily basis. So I jumped, I did that, and I had my first event, which was absolutely amazing, phenomenal. But in the process, almost all my income stopped, went to zero.
Yeah.
So I remember there was like a holiday weekend that I was going, and I realized that I think it was negative $14 in my bank account, and literally no money at all. And I'm like, shit, what the fuck do I do? And I remember putting my card on hold that weekend, and I fasted the whole entire weekend. Unless someone else bought food, unless someone else bought drinks, bought car, whatever, I basically didn't spend a single thing. I made it through the weekend, and it was all just strategizing myself on how I'm going to come back from this, on where I'm going to go to move forward. And it also was binge watching these videos of people who, like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, who had nothing in the moment, and they were literally about to go bankrupt and like nothing at all. And then they kept on pushing, they kept on moving forward. They put it all into their craft and what they were doing, and then eventually they came out on the other side. So that inspired me to keep on going with what I'm doing, and that's why I keep on pushing every single day. And every single day it's getting better, but there's those highs and the lows of the lows. And it's kind of funny whenever I'm in the low of the low, I love just staying there for a minute and just feeling it, of what it feels like.
Embracing it.
When you get to the highs of highs, it's going to be, to me, so much better because I know where I came from in the past, and just being able to, one, soak it all in, the emotions, and learn from every single thing.
Yeah, you need both. And it's crazy to me because I thought I got to a certain point where I'd never get a low moment again because you hit a certain financial level. You're like, oh, I'm set for life. But dude, they're inevitable. Like they come and go, like whether it's monthly, yearly, whenever. It's like, damn, that's just life.
Yeah.
Like people think it's just straight to the top and no lows on the way.
It's get humbled very quickly.
I've made and lost it all twice already, and I'm 27. So
really,
when people say like, "Oh, Trump went bankrupt 6 times," I mean, yeah, I could see that. You know,
it happens on a daily basis. I mean, I know with my dad in construction, the people who we know and who we do business with. I mean, there's countless stories about people losing it once, people twice, 3 times.
Oh, in that space for sure, because one deal goes wrong and they're screwed.
Gone.
They put up all that capital in building.
Gone.
Yeah, because you guys got to front the work, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So you put in all those hours and you're still paying the staff, and then they don't pay.
It's crazy that's the it's so true. A lot of people ask me because my dad's in construction. I think he's been doing this since he's, I think, like 13 years old.
Damn.
His dad owned a construction company, did concrete, and him and his brothers. He has a couple of brothers, a couple of sisters, but they were doing, they were building Jones Beach amphitheater. They were doing everything. And his dad had him on the jackhammer. Like they'd go out and have an amazing night, drunk night, come back, and then they'd be on the jackhammer blowing out their ears and stuff. But apparently they rarely got paid or anything. Like they just worked. And then when my dad and my mom had me, he left and he created Red Rock Industries. But because he's been in the construction industry for 23 plus years and I'm doing work with him a lot of people ask me that question of, so you're going to get into the construction industry, right? And I'm like, no, no. Because although I love seeing the process of like things being built, buildings being demolished, and like the final product of a car dealership or an apartment building, on that back end,
headaches.
Apparently it's not like it used to be, where it's like a handshake back in the day. Now it's just, it's headaches, logistics, people going behind each other's backs. It's just, there's so much stuff that I don't like about it that if I'm going to get into the construction business, it's going to have to be another way.
Yeah, it's not transparent, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to actually dislike very much so the construction industry and process, but loving the guys who are in the field and working.
Yeah, the guys are great, but just the risk to reward is like, damn, you put in all this work and you might not get paid. Like, screw that.
That's the worst. And then you have people, suppliers and other people saying, where's the money? When are we going to get paid? And it's like, waiting from this person to pay us, to pay you, and then all the logistics. But the people in the field, the guys in the field, built different. We 2 years ago, I went in the field for about a week. I got my ass kicked.
Really?
My ass
What were you
handed.
doing?
We were building solar, I think, for Atlas. So we were doing some steel, cutting some steel up, inserting some bolts, and oh my god, I think it was like 6 a.m. until 4 something, maybe 5 something. It was Our guys are amazing, by the way. Like, could not ask for a better team of guys for Red Rock, and I have so much respect for them on a daily basis because I go to the job site sometimes and I pick up a shovel, I go show my respect, and just put in the work, get my hands dirty, not afraid to do that at all. I actually love doing it. But I just love being with the guys in the field because cracking up jokes, drinking, eating, just speaking Spanish, which I have no idea what the hell they're saying, but I like make hand signals and stuff. It's just the culture and the team and the love and the family. By the way, I highly suggest for anyone, go into construction or something like that that's hard for like 2 weeks out of the entire year, and your perspective will change on what's hard your whole entire life. You will be so much more grateful for everything that you have.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because I guess it's so hands-on. You kind of just see people doing it, but you don't actually realize like how hard it is.
Yeah, I mean, we walk into this building, and most of the people don't even realize what it took to actually put this building up. All the logistics, all the people that actually were behind it to make it, all the bolts, all the steel, if there's any steel in here, like everything, all the planning that went behind it, and especially the guys that are pouring that concrete, getting dirty every single day, that are like in the nitty gritty. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's respect. Have you ever demoed a building? There was a big one here last month in Vegas.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I could hear it from my house.
Yeah, I took content when we were demoing. I think it was a museum in New York that we demoed. It was like a huge museum, and I remember it was my birthday weekend. We were in the city, and my mom was getting pissed because we were about to leave. I think we left at like 11 p.m. We stayed until like 4 a.m. So we didn't sleep for 2 nights, but we were pulling that museum apart, demolishing it. I love demolition. So satisfying and so fun, yeah. But me personally, no, I've never took a building down. I've just seen it happen.
Yeah. What's the process? Like, how much explosives do you need to demo a building like that?
We actually didn't blow it up.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
So how does it?
We took an excavator and started pulling it back.
Oh.
And another machine grabbing the bricks. We wanted to blow it up, but it was on a main street.
Okay.
So we had to block it off.
It probably costs way more to blow it up too.
But it's so sick.
Yeah.
Dude, seeing a building being blown up, just like, boof, in a good way.
Yeah. The physics of it is crazy because it's so like, it just falls down one by one by one.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wish we did that. That would have been sick.
Yeah, I wanted to see the one here, but it was late. It was at like 2 a.m. I was like, I'm going to bed.
But you could hear it.
Woke me up, dude. Holy crap, what's that loud? I live 20 minutes from the strip, too.
Yeah?
I thought someone was breaking into my house. Dude, crazy. Well, what's next for you, man?
Focusing on Delmonico Events. Really.
Yeah,
really
talk to us
that.
about the events. We didn't really dive into what exactly the events are.
Yeah, so started Delmonico Events a couple months ago. My idea around this is that I'm going to have events all around the U.S. and the world, do collabs with people. But the main idea about this is I want to get on stage and start speaking more, whether it's podcasts like this or actually on my own stages or on other people's stage, and share my journey of scoliosis, spinal surgery, things I've learned from Gary Brecka, things I do on a daily basis, superhuman protocol, things I put in my drink, in my water, and things that I eat. And really the whole mission behind it is helping people live a healthy and powerful life, because there's so much shit that happens on a daily basis that we don't know about, and it's crazy, especially once you start realizing it.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off a lot. One of the main reasons that I actually started Delmonico Events, there's 3 actually. So the first one is I had a couple people. First one is someone who I considered my uncle, probably 3 years ago. He used to do work for us in construction, and he was an animal. Like, did not stop working until the job was done. Great guy, though. Taught me a lot of stuff. And he fell into deep path in life. He got back into alcohol and just dark vices. And I remember there was a period of like a year and a half where he was just going back and forth between the hospital and lost so much weight, was a liability to be on the job. And then there was one night where I remember that we were in a meeting, my dad and I were in a meeting, and he got a call. And the look on his face, on my dad's face when he heard what they were saying was, something's fucked up. Something's wrong. And I go, what happened? And he goes, just finish the meeting. I'll tell you after. Apparently, he was brought into the hospital and drank himself to death.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I heard that and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, that hit so hard because I knew that he was struggling so bad, and we tried every single thing to help. But like an uncle figure, hearing that he was just out of nowhere, drank himself to death, gone, really hard for me. And then when I was in school, there was a night where I was about to go to bed, and my mom called me, and she goes, so-and-so just killed themselves. They hung themselves.
Jeez.
And I'm like, fucking God, again.
That was another uncle, or?
Yeah. No, that was one of my friends that was my age.
Holy crap.
Yeah, from school. We were really close with her as well. And I'm like, fuck. And then the last one was we came back from a trip, I think it was from Aruba, and we were in the van, we were driving home, we were all good. Then we got another call where one of my parents' family friends killed himself too.
Jeez.
Suicide. So I'm like, motherfucker. That's 3 in a row. And it was just killing me that, like, on a daily basis, so many people fucking take their life.
Yeah.
And then I have another friend who, thank God, nothing happened, but he went down this dark path as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what if? What if I could have just fucking been there for that person? What if I literally could have just been there, that one call, that one message to save that person, to help that person? And actually, something like that did happen when I was on a trip in Greece, and one of my friends called up their other friend, and apparently he was about to take his life.
Whoa.
But hearing about a person that I am and possibly being able to meet me, he stopped. Because he was like, if I could meet someone like Zach in the future, I want to be able to do that.
Damn.
So when that happened, first of all, I'm like, number one, why are people taking their life so often? Like, it fucking hurts, especially when it's someone so close to you. Second is, if I can give someone enough inspiration, enough hope to not take their life, that's all I would want in my life, ever. So that was the biggest push for me to start Delmonico Events and for me to go on this journey that I am on right now. And the second one is my spinal surgery, of what I've learned through that. So just being able to tell people about the surgery and about the lows of the lows, and not being able to fucking walk, not even being able to do jack shit, can't even drive, like nothing, having nothing, and coming back from that and putting in the time, because there's going to be times where you feel like you're not going to want to work out. You feel like you can't do this, can't do that. Just fucking do it anyway. Get it done. Just push through. Get through the fucking pain. Enjoy the pain in the process. Pain is what makes you grow. You're going to learn stuff from it. So being able to share inspiration about people like that. And then the last part, the third part, which I'm doing massively, even at the first event that I had, is sharing people with the knowledge that I've learned. So, for example, putting salt in your water, helping out with migraines, because so many people have headaches on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Same thing with anxiety and depression. Instead of using these pharmaceutical drugs that they're getting paid to fucking push to you, go out, fucking walk, lift weights, get in the sun, do stuff that is actually healthy for you that we did on a daily basis back in the day, in the primitive age. Like, start doing that more often and being able to share with people how the mind works, how their brain works, the subconscious, how to reprogram everything, beliefs, meditation, hypnosis, like all these things, superhuman protocol, breathwork, cold plunging, sauna, IVs, like all this stuff. Being able to share that with people, along with the biggest thing of all, I remember at my event when I told this to people, people are like, what the fuck, was the seed oils, with how that's made and how often we eat that and what it's actually doing to us. People are like, what the fuck are we eating?
That's in everything these days, too.
It's insane. So those 3 reasons are the reason are the reasons why I started Delmonico Events. And funny thing is, when I was doing Red Rock Studios, I was figuring out how I can leverage this company, number one, to make money, but number two, that I could find someone else to just take it over for me. And I'll just be on the back burner, like own the company, right?
Yeah.
Make some money, let someone else do it. It wasn't fulfilling to me. Now with Delmonico Events, I want to be doing this shit for the next 50, 70 years. I want to be speaking on the biggest stages. Like, I want to be doing this stuff every single day, no matter what. And when I realized that and got that through my mind, number one, I'm like, okay, this is real. This is what I'm doing. And number two, I'm like, let's dig into this. Because it felt right and things started clicking.
Beautiful. Yeah, you found your purpose, dude. That's what it is.
Heavily.
That's how I feel with the podcast, too. Because I've hopped many industries. I've done many different entrepreneurial ventures. But with this, I could see myself doing this for a long time.
And you have a lot of people on here.
Yeah.
Congrats.
A lot of cool people.
Congrats to you, by the way. That's
man.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's cool to see your journey. I'm going to keep an eye on you. And where can people find you and find the events and everything?
They're going to be, biggest platform right now is Instagram. So Zach Del Monaco, just my name on Instagram. I'm on TikTok right now too. Trying to post as much stuff on TikTok as well. Experiment. And then any podcast that I do is going to be on YouTube. So it's all just Zach Del Monaco, my name.
Cool. We'll link below. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks for watching, guys. Check out the links below. See you next time.